right now.
My eyes got plucked out.
A CBS 4 News exclusive.
He just ripped me to ribbons. He chewed at my face.
For the very first time, we hear what happened on that causeway. Ronald Poppo, in his own words, the victim of a cannibal attack.
Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez in for Antonio Mora. It's the story that made headlines around the world, Memorial Day weekend. Ronald Poppo, a homeless man, his face chewed off in an attack that no one could understand. This is a story CBS 4 investigator Jim DeFede has been working since it broke. Now listen carefully to Ronald Poppo describe in vivid detail what happened when he met Rudy Eugene.
He attacked me. He just ripped me to ribbons. He chewed at my face. He plucked out my eyes. Basically, that's all there is to say about it.
That is the voice of Ronald Poppo, victim of the so-called Causeway cannibal, Rudy Eugene. For the first time, we are hearing Poppo describe the vicious attack that occurred on the MacArthur Causeway Memorial Day weekend.
For a very short amount of time, I thought he was a good guy, but he just went and turned berserk. He apparently didn't have a good day at the beach, and he was coming back. And I guess he took it out on me or something. I don't know.
CBS 4 News obtained a copy of the July interview Miami homicide detectives conducted with Poppo.
I am Sergeant Williams of the City of Miami Homicide Unit. Here with me is Detective Frankie Sanchez.
The interview took place at the Purdue Medical Center in South Dade, where Poppo is now recovering from his injuries.
Also here with us is Mr. Ronald Poppo. Mr. Poppo, can you raise your right hand?
Certainly.
Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
The July interview was led by Detective Sergeant Altar Williams.
What was he saying when he was assaulting you?
You, me, buddy, and nobody else here. I'm gonna kill you or something like that, I guess.
Did he say why?
No, he just started to scream. He was talking kind of funny talk for a while too, yeah.
What do you mean by funny talk?
That I was gonna die and he was gonna die. He must have been souped up on something.
The details of the attack still vivid in his mind.
He smashed my face into the sidewalk. My face is all patched up. My eyes got plucked out. He was strangling me in wrestling holds. At the same time, he was picking my eyes out.
In a subsequent interview, Poppo told detectives that Rudy Eugene blamed Poppo for stealing his Bible. Pieces of Eugene's Bible were found scattered along the causeway. Poppo said he never saw Eugene's Bible and denied taking it.
Did Mr. Eugene have anything in his hands?
No, Eugene did not have any type of weapon. He did not use any weapon on me. He basically was using brute force.
But before he attacked you, did he have any clothes, any materials, any books or anything in his hand?
I don't really recall him having anything.
The interview reveals that Poppo is confused about some details. He thought Rudy Eugene, for instance, had hitchhiked across the causeway when we know he walked. And although the attack left Poppo blind in both eyes and undergoing occupational therapy to deal with the new realities of his life, Poppo seems relatively resigned to what happened to him. He never raises his voice in the interview or becomes upset, but it's also something that he clearly does not enjoy talking about.
Well, anyway, I'm getting kind of exhausted.
Okay, I understand. Like I said, is there anything else you want to say that...
No, I thank the Miami Police Department for saving my life. That's about the best I could sum it up as. If they didn't get there in the nick of time, I would have definitely been worse shape. Possibly I'd be DOA.
Now, this was actually the second of 3 interviews police did with Poppo. The first was done on the day of the attack. The last was done as recently as last week. No more interviews are scheduled, and in fact, this now marks the end of the Miami Police Department's investigation of this sensational case.
Jim, my initial reaction is how well composed Ronald Poppo is during that interview.
He just seems amazingly resigned to what is going on. He doesn't want to talk about it. Several times in the interview, he talks about how I'm tired, I'm exhausted, can we wrap this up? So it obviously wears on him, but you know, you're right, he showed no real emotion.
Are there more of these tapes?
This was the only tape. Of the 3 interviews, they taped just this one. Now, coming up though, there's more to this tape that we're going to explore. As a matter of fact, tonight at 11, we've got new information, more information from these tapes that we weren't able to fit here. In fact, I think we've got a little bit of sound of it right now.
He has some kind of desperate preoccupation of a type or another.
Did you say anything to him to provoke him?
Now, we'll have the answer to that question tonight at 11, along with, there was media reports that said that suggested that maybe Eugene and Poppo had met previously at a soup kitchen. We'll find out the answer to that tonight as well at 11.
Looking forward to that report. Jim DeFede, thank you very much.